This is the most basic setup that you'll likely encounter in setting up multiple indoor radios. This method only requires adding an additional switch and Ethernet cables to each radio. All power to the radios and accessories utilize the OEM-provided power supplies. The Bobber 500 is optimized for heat dissipation and is equipped with a fanless chassis to prevent dust. It's also manufactured with industrial-grade components that are built to outlast its competitors. The Bobber 500 utilizes a next-generation CPU for high performance and is equipped with high-capacity memory and storage. You can also monitor all the Bobber 500 stats on the Bobber app, which gives you the ability to remote monitor radio heartbeat, download/upload speeds, latency, and much more. Setup list. In this guide, you'll need a Bobber 500 5G miner, an internet router, a gigabit switch with 4 or more ports, 1 to 3 indoor radios, and 5 Cat5 cables. To get started on wiring your multi-radio setup, you'll need to first connect an Ethernet cable from your internet router to the back of the Bobber 500, like this. Next, you'll need to run an Ethernet cable from the ENB1 port on the back of your Bobber 500 to provide internet access to the gigabit switch, like this. Now that you've provided internet access to your switch, each port on the switch can now send internet to each of the indoor radios. If you have 3 radios, then you will need 3 Ethernet cables, one for each port you have access to on your switch, out to each radio, like this. In this setup scenario, you will need to provide power to each radio with the supplied power supplies provided to you by the manufacturer, one for each radio, like this. If you followed these steps correctly, you should have successfully set up the Bobber 500 with multiple indoor CBRS radios.